When I was 64, I was surviving on 4 hours of sleep a night, and I thought that was normal. I'd lie in bed staring at the ceiling, my mind racing. I'd finally doze off at 2 a.m., wake up at 6, feel exhausted all day, and then, right when I wanted to sleep, my brain would kick back into overdrive. I tried everything: melatonin, white noise, sleep apps, and even a $3,000 mattress. Nothing worked. Then, one simple 12-minute bedtime routine changed everything. It wasn't complicated, and the best part was that it doesn't cost money. Yet, it still worked with my aging brain, instead of against it. Today, I fall asleep in 15 minutes. I sleep through the night, and I wake up feeling rested for the first time in years. And listen to the best part. You can start it tonight. Hi, I'm Jersey, and this is my story. Not as a sleep expert, but as someone who spent years battling insomnia after 65, thinking this is just how it is now. But it's not. Poor sleep isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's a signal. Your body and brain asking for a different rhythm. After months of research, trial and error, I discovered a science-backed bedtime ritual that rewired my nervous system, calmed my mind, and restored my sleep, without pills, gadgets, or drastic changes. Today, I'll walk you through exactly what I do, why it works, with real studies, and how you can start it tonight, even if you've tried everything. The problem: why sleep gets harder after 65. If you're over 65, you've probably noticed it. Sleep isn't as deep. It's harder to fall asleep. You wake up more often. And even after 8 hours, you don't feel rested. I thought it was just getting older. But then I read a study from Johns Hopkins Medicine that said, while sleep patterns change with age, chronic insomnia is not a normal part of aging. That hit me like a brick. Yes, your circadian rhythm shifts after 60. Your melatonin peaks earlier. Your sleep cycles shorten. But that doesn't mean you're doomed to bad sleep. What changed for me was realizing my problem wasn't my body. It was my routine. I was scrolling until midnight, drinking tea late, watching stressful news. Then I wondered why my brain wouldn't shut off. And I'm not alone. A 2023 National Council on Aging report found that 68% of seniors struggle with sleep, but fewer than 20% have a consistent wind-down routine. We treat sleep like a luxury. But it's the foundation of health, especially after 65. How your brain sleeps differently after 65. Here's what I learned from sleep researchers at Harvard Medical School and the National Institute on Aging. After 65, your deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, decreases by up to 40%. Your REM sleep becomes more fragmented. Your internal clock shifts earlier. This is called phase advance. Your melatonin production declines and peaks earlier in the evening. That's why so many of us feel sleepy at 8 p.m., but then wake up at 3 a.m., wide awake. But here's the good news. You can't reverse aging, but you can work with your biology. A study from the University of California, Berkeley, found that older adults who followed a consistent, sensory-based wind-down routine fell asleep 37% faster and woke up less during the night. Why is it so? Because it signals to your brain, the day is over, it's time to rest. And the most effective routines aren't about willpower. They're about ritual, rhythm, and reducing mental load. The ritual, my 12-minute bedtime routine. This isn't a strict regimen, it's a gentle, brain-friendly transition from doing to being. Here are the steps I follow. I start at 60 minutes before bed, but the core ritual takes just 12 minutes. Here's exactly what I do. Step 1. Power down devices, 60 minutes before bed. I turn off all screens, phone, TV, and tablet by 8:30 p.m. No exceptions. Blue light suppresses melatonin, and even thinking about emails or news keeps your brain alert. A 2022 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that older adults who stopped screen use 60 minutes before bed had 52% better sleep quality than those who didn't. I replace scrolling with one of three things: reading a physical book, listening to soft music, sitting quietly with a cup of herbal tea. The goal isn't entertainment, it's disengagement. Step 2. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, 4 minutes. I sit on the edge of my bed or lie down and do 4-7-8 breathing, a technique developed by Dr. Andrew Weil and backed by clinical research. Here's how. 1. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds. 2. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. 3. Exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. 4. Repeat for 4 cycles. This exercise activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode. It lowers heart rate, reduces anxiety, and signals safety to your brain. A 2020 study in clinical interventions in aging found that seniors who practiced 4 to 7-8 breathing nightly fell asleep 22 minutes faster on average. I do it in the dark without a phone. Just breathe. Step 3. Gratitude reflection, 4 minutes. I close my eyes and think of 3 small things I'm grateful for from the day. Not big wins, small moments, like the sun on my face during my walk, my granddaughter's laugh on the phone, a good cup of coffee. Why? Because gratitude reduces rumination, that endless loop of what-ifs and should-haves that keeps so many of us awake. A 2019 study from UC San Diego found that older adults who practiced nightly gratitude had better sleep duration and quality, not because they were happier overall, but because their minds were quieter at bedtime. I don't write it down, I just feel it. Step 4. Body scan. 4 minutes. I lie still and mentally scan my body from head to toe. I start at my scalp and say silently, I release tension here. Then my forehead, jaw, shoulders, hands, chest, stomach, legs, and feet. I don't force relaxation. I just acknowledge each part. This is a form of mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, used in clinical settings to treat insomnia in older adults. A 2021 study in JAMA Internal Medicine found that seniors who did a 5-minute body scan nightly had 41% fewer nighttime awakenings. It's not about fixing anything, it's about arriving in your body. Real-life impact. What changed for me? Within 10 days, I noticed I wasn't lying awake for hours. I'd do the 12-minute routine and feel a wave of calm come over me. By week 3, I was falling asleep in 15 to 20 minutes. By week 6, I was sleeping 6.5 to 7 hours straight, something I hadn't done in a decade. But the changes went beyond sleep. I had more energy during the day. My memory felt sharper. I was less irritable. My wife said I was present again. And the best part was that I stopped needing melatonin. My body started producing it naturally again because my rhythm was back on track. One night, I woke up at 3 a.m. Old habits die hard. But instead of panicking, I did the 4-7-8 breath. I was back asleep in 8 minutes. That was the moment I knew. This wasn't a trick. It was a major transformation. Why it works. The psychology of ritual. This routine works because it's not about perfection but consistency and cueing. Your brain loves patterns. When you do the same small things every night, it learns. When this happens, sleep is coming. This is called sleep onset conditioning. A principle used in cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, the gold standard treatment for chronic sleep issues in older adults. And because each step is sensory and simple, it doesn't feel like a chore, it feels like a gift. You're not just preparing for sleep, you're honoring your body's need to rest. Try the 7-night sleep reset challenge. So here's my challenge to you. Try this routine for 7 nights. The 7-night sleep reset. Nights 1 to 3. Do the 12-minute ritual, breathing gratitude body scan. Nights 4 to 7, add the 60-minute screen curfew. That's it. No pressure, no perfection, no spending of money. And if you do, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. I did the 7-night sleep reset. Let's build a community of better sleepers. If this video made sense to you, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's tired of being tired. Because restful sleep isn't a luxury, it's a right. Especially at 65, 75, or 82. Final thought. You spent a lifetime caring for others, building careers, raising families, solving problems. Now it's time to care for you. You don't have to accept poor sleep as normal. You don't have to live with brain fog or exhaustion. You don't have to medicate your way to rest. You just need a simple, science-backed ritual that says, I am safe, I am enough, it's time to rest. Tonight, try it. Turn off the screens, breathe, reflect, release, and let yourself sleep deeply, peacefully, and without guilt like a baby. Because you've earned it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.